Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome University of Miami President and Concordia Leadership Council member Dr. Julio Frenk and Concordia's Hanne LeCount.
Hi, let me ask for your indulgence for about 5 more minutes, and then you will be released to enjoy this beautiful weather in Miami, which came just in time for the end of our proceedings. I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone who's participated. I want to thank the stellar set of speakers that we have enjoyed these 2 days. I mean, it's really been a level that gets better and better every single year. I want to thank very much Matt Swift and the entire Concordia team for having selected the University of Miami as the partners, the programming partner for the Summit of the Americas. It's been a privilege. As I said on the first day, Concordia means to bring hearts and minds together. And that idea of convening aligns perfectly well with our mission as a university. I do think universities, in addition to research and education and healthcare, we bring groups together to encourage public debate about the most consequential topics of our times. This is an essential function of universities. We're also aligned in the case of this summit on our geographic focus. Miami, as the crossroad of the Americas, is exactly perfectly located to serve as the venue for this kind of conversations. And we have defined the University of Miami as a hemispheric university. And in that vein, I want to thank the University of Miami Institute for Advanced Study of the Americas and the Office of Hemispheric and Global Affairs, who is the partner in the efforts to define the programming, as well as the events team of the university. We have a very talented events team, as you have, I'm sure, noticed. And particularly, I want to thank Frances Davis, who's been the force behind making sure that everything works as we intend. I think in this couple of days, we've gotten a very clear sense that there's a lot of urgent things on the agenda for Latin America, whether it's climate resilience, whether it's threats to democracy, whether it's crime and corruption. There are urgent things. Many countries are going to face elections in the next few months. And I think the future of the region will be actually shaped in the next few months. So as we think about that urgency, let us not lose sight of the fact that we also need to look at the next generations. And as a university president, where we are in the business of creating, of being an engine of opportunity for the next generations, let us make sure that we create the current conditions so that those future generations can continue to thrive and be the leaders of the future. This is what we are here for. And that's why it's been so important to have so many of our students participating in these sessions and in networking activities. But it is up to us. What we do in the next months will actually help to shape that while we keep that focus on the future. It's a long view with short steps we need to build towards that future that we desire. And it's through dialogue, not through conflict. It's through placing ourselves in the position of the other and not dismissing the alternative points of view. It's through encouraging free expression and inclusivity. It's about creating opportunities for everyone, irrespective of their socioeconomic situation, to build a better future for themselves. This is the way forward. It's not through conflict. It's not through polarization. It's not through canceling alternative points of view. It's through encouraging dialogue. And that's why convening, which is what Concordia does and what we try to do as well as a university, this is why this has been so important. I hope you have found your experience here worth your time. We know it's your ultimate non-renewable resource, and we appreciate that you decided to spend a little bit of that time capital with us these 2 days, and look forward to welcoming you in future editions. Thank you very much, and I'll turn it now over to Hanne.
Thank you so much, Dr. Frenk. It's always such a pleasure to be on this beautiful campus, and I want to thank from the bottom of our hearts the UM leadership, the facilities and events team, and the 6 UM students who are somewhere in this room who have been taking notes. Stand up, guys. Y'all are great. Yeah. Thank you. So What happened here over the past 2 days? We had the dual themes for the Concordia America Summit that discussed economic progress in the region, as well as the future of democracy. These are core issues for the hemisphere, for the world. We brought in diverse voices to explore those because we know there's no one single solution brought forth by one entity, one sector, one region, one country. So we brought in a lot of different voices through a pretty dynamic format. And that format developed multiple solutions. And I'm not going to go through each of them here because your time is precious. But we will have a report in about a month. And I encourage everyone to read it and take those action points forward. I want to thank CC35, Meta, TC Energy, APCO, eMERGE, the World Affairs Council of Miami, the City of New York, all of our partners, all of our members, all of our guests. Thank you for being here and part of this event. To carry on the conversation, because sadly we didn't solve the region's challenges in a 2-day conference, maybe we'll do 3 days next year. We'll get more time. But to carry on that conversation, if you're really into economic competitiveness, be sure to check out our Europe Summit coming up because we'll be talking about transatlantic trends and the role and the relationships between Latin America and Europe. If you're really into the environment, check out our Amazonas Summit in July. And if you're really into geopolitics writ large, by all means, come to the big show in UNGA in September at the annual summit. With that, release you back onto the campus, into the sun. Enjoy your days, enjoy your lives.
And just at the risk of embarrassing him, because he's an incredibly modest person, I don't want to finish without thanking our trustee emeritus, Jose Bared, who's here with us, and who gave the support so that we could have this meeting here at the University of Miami. Thank you, Jose.
Thank you.
Yes.